They don't know because we talking half of syllables and broken words and ghetto slang and motherfucking country drawl. We got patois and Creole. We got all that shit in English language in their face, and then they gotta put it all together to figure out what the fuck we talking about. And because they don't know what we talking about, they assume that we don't understand each other. But I clearly know the difference between a West Coast gorilla knock and a motherfucking Midwest lion motherfucking roar. I know the difference. I know the difference between G's on the land and motherfucking B's and C's on the land. I know the difference. The atmosphere is not the same. The energy not the same because there's certain shit in California that you can't bring to Chicago or New York. And there's certain shit in New York and Chicago, you can't do that shit in Cali. They don't get down the same on every level, but on some levels, all things remain the same. The underlying principle is respect, is what keeps you out of it keeps you able to walk through different hoods with the least amount of resistance. I be telling people I didn't never get when my mama cussing y'all call me a stupid motherfucker for getting killed in the street. Only way you gonna get killed in the street is if you fucking with dumb motherfuckers doing dumb shit and you ain't correcting them. So I try to correct every motherfucker who bring dumb shit to my door. And I still do it to this day. Right? I don't jump on motherfucking every obstacle to come to the path because some of that shit could just blow past like tumbleweeds. Right? So when I be telling y'all shit and I tell y'all to ask the oracles been saying the same thing. This a wrap. Which brings me to the next part. Malachi York message. The Star family is here, boots on the ground. They've been flying ships around in the public for people to see them, obviously, and people still don't see them or acknowledge what they see. And these motherfuckers is waiting on the call from us to organize the move. When they make the move, it's over. Well, when we take over this motherfucking cyberspace and they have to address us in their motherfucking personal space, then they understand what we mean. Right? Now, y'all got to remember, when y'all hear me talk about UFOs, it's because I have no choice. I can't ignore that shit no more because I don't like to talk about it because we don't pay attention to what's going on Earth. So I try to focus more on Earth to keep your attention on what's in front of you, but now this shit is unavoidable. It's unavoidable. Now I got to talk about all these motherfuckers. I got to start telling y'all motherfuckers coming down here looking like horsehead humans. The mythological creatures and shit. They gonna be here. Right? You got motherfuckers coming to see the close of the age because they said that this has been going on so long, nobody could solve the problem. Nobody understood how we was being usurped the way we were being usurped. It didn't make any sense. So they told me to see what I could figure out. And I looked at it over and I said, y'all sure? Because y'all done shut the door on my face. Y'all said I didn't know nothing. I don't got a BA. I don't got an associate. I don't got a master's. I don't got a doctorate. I don't got a PhD. But in this gang banging shit, the chief said, fuck the gang banging. Initiate brain banging. It's a thinking man's game. Don't get caught falling behind. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Put your motherfucking thinking cap on. Observe this motherfucking enemy. Noble Jew Ali said, study your motherfucking Moorish literature. Get you a good Moorish education. That means if you don't study these motherfuckers until you know where they thread for their draws come from, nigga, you ain't gonna never figure this shit out. Right? So, when you add all this shit up, nigga, it's simple. They look like us, but they ain't us. They marry into our families sometimes. They try to steal our birthright with patience. They convince us to sign contracts that we don't even know are contracts. They use deception at every step of the way. They murder the motherfuckers who's rightful heirs to the land in order that there be no competent motherfucker on the land to reclaim the land at the close of the age. So now you see why 2012 ended up having to flip out through 2021. Because you needed the full turnaround in order to see the whole picture. Slow that motherfucker down and play it in slow motion. Now play it backwards and look at it again and tell me what you see. Right? This shit is real simple. I got the keys to the kingdom. Everywhere they hit them. I answered every gorilla knock. Wherever gorilla was knocking. Right? I never let nobody know what I was thinking. Because couldn't nobody think on the level of what I was thinking. So it was no peers in my motherfucking lane. Right? So, the way out, the exit strategy, mass protocol. Right? Because all of our oral traditions say that our word has the power to kun fayakun, be and it exists. Bring this shit into fruition. Only in the time when the most of us are in alignment with the divine creator will we get the results that we seek. Otherwise, we're going to keep suffering and keep struggling. I'm not going to be doing that shit. I don't have time to do no petty struggling and no senseless suffering. Y'all can keep slandering each other, backbiting each other, talking behind each other back, finding every excuse not to give a person a chance to overcome they mistakes and their errors. Never forgive a motherfucker they trespasses and they don't never gotta forgive you. Fucking grudges. But that shit not gonna affect anything I'm doing. Y'all can go to hell holding y'all grudges because that's exactly what is an anchor. And if hell is at the deepest depth, that anchor gonna take you straight to the bottom. Right? So I don't get on this motherfucker and just talk about motherfuckers. Right? Because I'm with the shits. I'm with the petty shits. I'm all for that shit. But if it don't make sense, I can't participate in it because that ain't brain banging. That's some dumb shit. I'm not doing dumb shit. All our elders that done dumb shit got us in the condition we in. Right? All of our fathers who thought with their dicks instead of with their brains got us in this shit we in. Right? All of our mothers who believed in a motherfucker who thought with the little head between his legs got us in the bullshit we in. Cut the sex out the game, cut the money out the game, and tell me how you gonna level the playing field. Right? Cause I could do with it as well as I could do without it. I could be a motherfucking hermit or I can be a motherfucking, it don't matter to me. Right? So, while y'all fighting y'all religious controversy, all y'all converts to Christianity, Judaism, and Islam arguing that shit as if it's the actual facts of your existence when that shit wasn't over here. That shit don't got nothing to do with us. But you are free to argue it as long as you don't bring that shit and try to force it on me. I won't dispute it with you because it's beneath me. Right? That shit beneath me. Yo, Judaism, your Christianity, your Islam, that's the shit I wipe my motherfucking ass with. Toilet paper. That shit's no good to me. Right? So why would I be telling somebody to follow something that I'm not going to follow? But I'm not going to tell them that they don't have a right to be as retarded as they want to be. You can be all the damn fool you want to be. Just don't expect me to be a damn fool with you. This is where we at in the game. Right? So when you start looking at other people to down talk, you need to stop, drop and roll, so to speak. Look at yourself, make sure you're not doing the same shit you complaining about, because most of us is complaining about the shit we doing to other motherfuckers, as if they doing it to us, and we ain't even realized that part yet. We bitching and vexing the grievance about the dirt that we do, because we ain't did the shadow work to know that all the time the motherfucker we been complaining about been me. I've been the motherfucker I've been complaining about my whole life, and all this time I thought it was everybody else. Check yourself or you wreck yourself. Everywhere you go, you the only common denominator. If you keep repeating the same problem, it's your problem, not everybody else's. And if you don't get the remedy for this from that shit, then you will never be able to apply it to effectuate a solution to your problems, and they're going to redundantly repeat. Because Mother Nature, she put you in the cycles, bust your head over and over again until you get the lesson. You keep going through the same shit like, damn, that's like the last bitch I was with. That's like the last nigga I was with. They keep coming back with the same bullshit because you in the same mind frame. As long as you think the same, you're going to get the same. So what we going to be in? Yasa Master Man state or I am Master Man state? It's your choice. I'm not with the Yasa. Right? I don't want no parts of this shit. Only reason why I'm doing this shit is because my mama and my old lady, they made me do this shit. They made me do this shit. Because they said, well, none of them other motherfuckers gonna figure it out. Well, they all shut the door in my face. What the fuck? Right? They all said I could never figure this shit out. Stone the builder rejected, not the chief cornerstone. You don't believe me? Ask Angel Bay. He know what I'm talking about. So sooner or later, somebody gonna have to understand what the culture is and how to bring the culture to the forefront in order to exercise the birthright. The birthright is tied to the exercise of the organic culture of the oral tradition. And this is why we be talking telepathically, because we trying to cajole you motherfuckers into remember that these words that come out of motherfuckers' mouths can be twisted, but the images that come from the soul cannot be changed because that's written by the prime creator, Big Mama herself. So, y'all can either ride with Big Mama at this point, or y'all can get the fuck out of Big Mama boys' way, because they coming. Three kings gonna walk the land. It's as simple as that. So tomorrow a big day, not just for us and our cyber takeover. Tomorrow is a big day in the star system because it's the Pluto return for America. Becomes the star system gives a big day to the land. It bring back all that go around shit that went around. Just come back. Chickens coming home to roost type shit, right? So I was sitting back and I'm watching the people try to slander the good people. People I know good. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hold up. This is a strategy. This is a police tactic. There is no right answers. These dirty motherfuckers just need any answer to twist your words. Don't answer them motherfuckers no more. Stop answering them motherfuckers because they just trying to get you to twist your... They don't care about the truth of the matter. That's a motherfucking police tactic. We done been through this shit 1,000 times. Sooner or later, we gonna stop repeating it. Sooner or later. So I'm trying to tell y'all how to stop repeating it. We using the hashtag. So the question was, do we put Free Larry Hoover in Google search bar for who don't understand web much? The hashtag goes on the social media, right? I don't know. We could do it on, if it's some Larry Hoover videos on YouTube, we could put it in the comments on there to get the YouTube. You got the people that's putting them up on TikTok. You could put it in their comments to support that. If you see one, add one Free Larry Hoover hashtag to the comments. Try to pick the one with the most numbers behind it, but as long as it's Free Larry Hoover, all of the algorithms is going to end up fucking up their evaluation for their advertising dollars. Now they don't got no money. You hitting them in the pockets at the same time. That's called a collateral attack. You hitting it from two angles at once just by doing the hashtag, right? And it's also getting the message to us at the grassroots level that it's time for us to make a move. And once we realize what's going on and we start participating in sufficient numbers, then they understand that this is bigger than one man. This is about us and the land. We got an intimate relationship with Mother Earth in the part of the land in which we are organic to. There are people like us organic in all parts of the land. These are the people that used to be called the gods in days gone by. And where you organic to on the land is where you come back to at the close of an age. The only time that all of the masters is concentrated on one land mass is when things are really bad on that land mass. America right now have more masters congregated on the land than anywhere else to resolve this matter. So today was a Malachi Z. York Nuwabian influence message coming off a Wind Talker channel from Chief Black Eagle. So you can take it for what it's worth. You know, we all on the land, and now we finna make these motherfuckers give us our shit. We finna make these some bitches tap out. But the path of least resistance by fucking up their algorithms after we done already fucked up their money. Right? That's gonna be a collateral attack. The algorithms is gonna it's gonna fuck up the calculations on their money. Cause they can't, unless they gonna pay Larry the money, then he don't need their money. He ain't taking none from them. But unless they planning on playing him, they can't use the Free Larry Hoover hashtag to calculate their algorithmic dollars and output. That's right, 357. West Coast not. Go on, hammer, don't hurt him. Right? So, I did have a lady wanted to come in, and she exited out. But I'm about to wrap this up. But I had to tell y'all, this is the end game. This is what they call the coup de grace. This is a moment of truth, right? This is the part where the bull finally see the matador for what the fuck he really is. And soon as Larry and them come out and tell y'all who behind this shit, they might have motherfucking pictures of these niggas standing at the gallows down on Gitmo, right? Now, I done told y'all King George the First of the United States was George Herbert Walker Bush. And when he was put on tribunal, he was amazed that we knew every fucking thing they was doing. So, I think that's all for today. We're going to be posted all day tomorrow. I'm probably going to do a live tomorrow. I'm supposed to be doing one on education and Charlotte Elizabeth, because she the one who was on the insider for the education, No Child Left Behind bullshit. Yep. See, now, one of the things that I'm noticing is that people starting to pick up on the sequencing of the numbers, the timing of events, and and the oracles they off the chain with this shit. The oracles is really, go to your YouTube and look up the 222. Even if the underlying question ain't Free Larry Hoover, the energy they reading for that day is still the same energy. Even when they reading about something entirely different, they still coming up. They reading the same energy. That's a singularity in the making. Because tarot card readers don't come up with the same read unless they are on the same channel. And the only time they all on the same channel is when the energy is moving real strong in a single direction. They'll all pick up the same thing. That's why I keep saying check with the oracles. Because like Emmy Wu, Blue Rose, heavily on My Time with Katarina Atkins, they be on point. They be reading the energy. Sometimes I'll flip out what they reading, and you can even go more in detail with what they gave you based off the last couple of lives that I did. You can match that shit up. Right? So that's not an accident. That's not a spur of the moment event, some spontaneous shit that just happened. That shit is organized by the creator because it all comes together at a singularity on a common convergence at one point. Hey, the root doctrines, what's going on, sweetie? Already been breaking down what the date mean. And I also been referring people to um that static electricity, because we are